Hey, third graders, it's Miss Street. I got us a song called Go Go Gadget Rockstar playing because that's how I'm feeling about all this rain. I'm gonna have to be bright and happy. You gotta make your happiness, people. Ready to sympathize? Here we go. One group of. So our factors are 1 and 7. What's our product? You know, it's 7. Ready? We saw 2 groups. Each of those groups had 7. That's repeated equal addition. What's the product? 14. Saw 3 groups of 7. 21 is the product. Good. And remember, I want you to always remember that if we have the factors 3 and 7, they have the same value as 7 and 3. But we always need to remember that even though they have the same value, they're not the same. Because if I had, I'm going there. I'm getting there. Miss Street wants to use an example I used yesterday. But if I had to do go to a class, and I had the option of the class being 3 days, 7 hours each day, that's different than if I had to go to class for 7 days, 3 hours each day. So always keep that in mind when we're thinking about multiplication and addition. It's a true story. So we're still, Miss Street's holed up in her basement again. And that's okay. I like it. And I'm going to be moving around. And I'm cold, so I'm wearing a sweater. These are the days of our lives, people. Okay, so we are still working with representing equivalent fractions with area and length models. We are composing, we're decomposing, and we're looking at related fractions. And you guys also need to know that if the numerator and denominator is the same, then that means they have the same value as 1. So if this were, I'm trying to think, I've used lots of examples. If this was, I don't know, a whole pizza. I know that's cheesy. A whole pizza. If I had 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, if I ate all 4/4, then I ate the whole pizza. Had one whole pizza. Okay. And this one, I'm gonna move closer so you can. And there's my phone, so you can see that. And I'll do my best. Oh Lord, here we go. This is like back in when we first started this business. Okay, Miss Melissa. You can do this. Okay. It's crooked, but we're going to go with it. Whole numbers up to 4 is fractions. And we have to know and realize that fractions can be greater than 1. So I can know that 8/4 is 2 wholes. Or 12/4 is 3 wholes. Or 5/4 is more than 1 whole. It's a true story. So if over here, if I added another fourth, that would be 5/4 of pizza. So that would mean I'd have to have another whole pizza in order to have that fourth. I'm going there. Okay. And then we also looked at different ways. Sometimes we might have a question that says, tell us which fraction right here shows us half. And we like to see it easy. We like to see it just like that. But sometimes it's not always like that. We have to know our related fractions, and that 2/4 has the same value as 1/2. Okay? So, Miss Street has got a problem for us today. And y'all, it's big. And it might take us, I don't know. We're just going to go with it. And if it takes us into tomorrow, glory be, I'll be here. So, I found a math problem on Tools for NC Teachers. It's one of our instructional tasks, and it's about rain. How fitting is that? I mean, Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Oh, I like this one too. Okay. If you've ever watched Ernest Goes to Camp, that's a great movie. Make sure with your parents it's okay if you watch it. But Ernest Goes to Camp, he sings a song with a turtle on his nose. A turtle bit him on the nose. And he sings, "Gee, I'm glad it's raining." I can't remember the rest. But anyway, it's a great song. It's a great movie. And I really like it. Okay. So here we go. Because it's going to rain all week long, it says, we'll say Miss Street's class, because you're in Miss Street's class, decided to measure the amount of daily rainfall. The chart below shows their data. Use this chart to answer each question. Now, again, this is not true. Miss Street really hasn't, measured the rain that we've had. So it's a made-up story, but that's okay. Who doesn't like to make up a good story every now and again? And if you say not me, then you're fibbing. Get it? Okay. So let's look. The first question asks us, did more rain fall on Sunday or Tuesday? So let's look. I'll get it closer. Sunday, we see, Miss Street can do this, 1/4. Tuesday, we see 1/8. Well, that's not even, I don't know. You should know that's as much as Miss Street's talked about related fractions. So first, let's use our area model, and that is our fraction bars. And Miss Street has them right here. I'm going to try to do this, and I don't know if this is going to work, but you know what? I mean, take a risk. Columbus did. Okay, so here we go. We've got, we're going to use our area model with the rectangle. This is one whole week, okay? So on Sunday, it rained 1/4, okay? And then on Tuesday, our question says, did more rain fall on Sunday or Tuesday? So on Tuesday, we see 1/8. So I'm going to do this. With my fraction models, my area model, I can clearly see which day had more rain. Which day had more rain? Sunday, because it had 1/4. But I also want to show that with a number line. Why, Miss Street, when you've just figured it out? Well, because it's important to know that you need to be able to do both ways, and number lines are so important, boys and girls. So yeah, we found it with our concrete, our fraction bars, and that's kind of representational too, but we also want to take it representational rigor. I just made that up. RR. That's good alliteration. Representational rigor. Okay? So I know I have one whole week. Okay? One whole week. I'm going to try to make this really big so you can see it. So one whole week of rain. Hallelujah. Good Lord knows what he's doing. Okay. So I'm going to put, I'm going to put my 1 here. And I do want to make another mark past 1 because there's always something that can come after 1. And then here I'm going to put my 0. Okay. And I'm always going to put something after the 0 because there are numbers that are less than 0. It's a true story. I promise. Okay. Stephanie, the rain honey, Linda, Ralph broke the internet. I love you, Stephanie. Okay. So we need to show which one has more rain, Sunday or Tuesday. So Sunday, our equal areas are in fourths, and Tuesday, our equal area is in eighths. And Miss Street's going to do it. So remember, when we have one whole, if the related fraction here is half. If we half one whole, we get a half. If we half a half, we get 1/4. And if we half a fourth, we get 1/8. Those are related fractions. So Miss Street knows I've been doing this for days, just like the rain. I know if I partition my number line in half, that's going to be my half. I know if I partition, I'm going to try to use a different color. Let's go with, I don't know, blue sounds good for rain. So I know if I take my half, just like this, if I take this half and I partition it in half, what do I have? I'll have 4 equal areas. Watch. That would be one. So this would be 1/4. This would be 2/4. This would be 3/4. And this would be 4/4. Shoot, this would be 5/4. I went there. What was my alliteration? Rigor. I don't even remember what I said. I wanted to say it again. Related rigor. I don't know what I just said. Okay, anyway. So, because I know my related fractions, I know I have this 1/4 is equal area. This 1/4 is the same area as this 1/4. This 1/4 is the same as this 1/4 and this 1/4. This 1/4 is the same as this fourth, and this fourth. That's what you guys always need to keep in mind too. So I'm looking at Sunday has 1/4. So here I can write Sunday. Sunday. And now Tuesday is an 8ths. So how do I get my number line into 8ths? Give me a hint. My related fraction is the half because they're multiples of each other. So I have to take this 1/4, we'll do green, and partition it into half. And that gives me 1/8. This would be 2/8. This would be 3/8. This would be 4/8. This would be 5/8. This one would be 6/8. This would be 7/8. And this would be 8/8. Remember, this relates back up to here. If we have the same numerator and denominator, that's the same value as 1 whole. So 8/8 and 4/4 have the same value because they both equal or have the same value or area as 1 whole. Okay? So I can see that this is Tuesday. Miss Street is using a lowercase letter there. Don't tell your English teacher. I didn't mean to do that, but can you? I hope you can see that good. Should I scoot it up some more? Maybe I can. I don't know. Look at Miss Street. Go, Miss Street. I mean, how about that? Okay. So this is Tuesday and this is Sunday, and my question wants to answer which did more rain fall, and we can see more rain fell on Sunday than on Tuesday. Okay? Perfect. So let's look at our next question. Let's scoot this back a little bit. Gives Miss Street kind of like a double chin. Like I care about a double chin today. I really don't. Which day had less rain? Less rain. Monday or Wednesday? So now we're comparing Monday to Wednesday. So Monday had 2/6. Wednesday had 4/6. So I'm going to ask a question. You ready, Linda? Okay. Can I use this same number line to figure that out? I mean, I could if I was really, really, really good and, had really good vision. Because I could take this 1 whole and partition it into thirds and pretend I didn't see this other. But Miss Street only has 1 good eyeball. That is a true story. So I'm going to make another number line. And remember, we've been talking about how halves, fourths, and eighths are related in one whole, but we also work with denominations of thirds and sixths. And thirds and sixths are related. How? It's that half. If you take half of 1/3, you're going to get 1/6. You can't take half of a fourth and get a sixth. I mean, I can show you. See? It doesn't work out. Can you see? Okay. So I'm going to make another number line. Okay. So I know I'm working with halves, fourths, and eighths. And I also am working with thirds and sixths. And I'm already out of time, but I'm going to keep swimming just because it's raining and there's enough rain out there to swim. It's a true story. All right. So I'm going to try to make sure that this one whole is comparable. That's important. And I'm going to try to line up my little... Remember, Miss Street likes to make a mark below the 0 because there are numbers less than 0. Your middle school and high school people will be very appreciative of that news. Okay. And here's my 1. I'm going to try to line it up. Again, Miss Street's blind in one eye, so I'm trying. It looks pretty good. Okay. And I'm going to make a mark after because there are numbers bigger than 1. Remember, 3rd graders, you guys go all the way up to 4 when we're talking about a number line and fractions. That's a lot. Okay. So I'm looking at 2/6 and 4/6. Okay. My question is, which day had less rain? We're talking about less. Okay. So I know if I have one whole to partition into thirds, I have to partition into 3 equal areas. And Miss Street showed this a bunch with a string and how I took the string and I used my good eye. That one's my bad. This one's my good one. I used my good eye to try to look and see what the equal areas were. And then I used that string to make my circle, make my thirds for my circle. Because the string, when I laid it down, I could connect the points. We'll go back if we need to. So I'm going to use my eagle eye. Here we go. This might be horrible. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. So I'm going to label this as 1/3. And this is 2/3. And this is, what'd you say? 3/3. Because 3rd graders have to know, it's a true story, that if the numerator and denominator are the same, same value as one whole. Miss Street's preaching. Preach it. Okay. So, Monday was 2/6. Wednesday was 4/6. I don't have a third. So how do I get to 6th? You better know it. Here's my third. How do I find 6ths? I partition my third in half. And when I do that, I get 1/6. Okay. So I'm going to use blue because it's raining. So I'm going to partition this 1/3 in half. That gives me 1/6. This is 2/6. This is, half of that is 3/6. Ooh, good. Miss Street did a really good job with that because I could show you something. And this one would be 4/6. 5/6. And this one would be what? 6/6, which is one whole. Okay? Can you see? I think you can. Miss Street's just not sure. I'm trying. Okay. So I did it on my number line, but I want to show it too with my fraction bars, okay? Because it's important to see it both ways. And the fraction bars, I think you guys know, is a little bit easier than doing it on the number line. So I got to rigor. I don't remember what I said. I'm going to go back and watch it. So I'm looking to see if 2/6 and 4/6. So here is Monday. Monday's going to be on top because Monday's the first day of the week. So Monday is 1/6 and 2/6. Okay. Now let's do Wednesday. Wednesday has 4/6. So I'm going to do Wednesday below. Here we go. 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6. So my question is, which day has less? I can see it clearly. Monday has less rain than Wednesday. Good job. But now I want to show it on my number line. Okay, so I'm looking for 2/6 for Monday. Let me get my marker. So there's 1/6, and this is 1/6, and they have the same amount. They have the same area, same amount of space. I see 2/6 right here, so I know that this is Monday, Monday, ba-da, ba-da-da-da. Okay, and then Wednesday, street squirrel, has 4/6. So I see 3/6. There's 4/6. Same value as 2/3. So this is Wednesday. So which day has less rain? And we already know the answer because we did it. Monday, Monday has less rain. So we can see that 2/6 is less than 4/6, just like we saw it here. We can visually see that this 4/6 has more than 2/6. Okay, so we're going to stop there. Miss Street's going to pick up here tomorrow because we still have some more questions that we need to answer with all this rain going on. All right, Miss Street went way over time, but I'm glad you stayed with me and joined me for today's lesson. And I will see you again tomorrow in the rain.